Chapter 112 opens with Yoo Jin-ho sitting in front of a computer, looking completely stressed out. Very frustrated that some group of people have been speaking badly about Jin-woo, and therefore he is trying to sue them. As soon as he finishes with the paperwork without making a sound, Jin-woo suddenly walks in the office carrying magic cores which can generate more money to establish their guild. Jin-ho tells Jin-woo that with greater magic cores like this, they won't have to worry about the employee's salary. Everything can be covered. However, they still need one more founding member for their guild, because right now, the guild only has 2 people. To officially establish a guild, they need at least 3 founding members. Jin-ho also reminds Jin-woo that there's still a serious matter that needs to be discussed. They still need to decide on a name for their guild. However, Jin-woo still doesn't consider that as a crucial matter, for which frustrates Jin-ho. He then eagerly throws out ideas of different names while Jin-woo listens quietly. Then, Jin-woo comes with one himself. We should call it Solo Play Guild, since it's based on a hunting solo anyways. Just as they're discussing the issue, there's a sudden knock at the door. When they open the door, they are both shocked to see unexpected guest Hunter Cha, the S-rank hunter from Hunter's Guild. Jin-woo asks her, "Why are you here, Hunter Cha?" She said, "I'm here to join your guild." After hearing that, Jin-woo decided to walk her through a small interview to understand what really her intentions are. Because it's not every day where you see an S-rank hunter who already belongs to another guild wants to move to another one. Why exactly do you want to join our solo play guild? Before he can continue, he suddenly gets interrupted by Jin-ho, who is shocked that Jin-woo has already decided on the name of their guild. As he continues with an interview, he notices that Hunter Cha suddenly looks nervous, avoids direct eye contact. He immediately becomes suspicious. Why would an S-rank hunter leave a powerful guild? Why would someone like Cha Hae-In choose a tiny guild with almost no members? The more he thinks about it, the less sense it makes. Cha Hae-In attempts to explain herself, but every explanation only makes her more embarrassed. She can't exactly tell him the real reason. She can't tell him that he's the only hunter whose presence doesn't make her uncomfortable. She can't tell him that she keeps thinking about him. In the situation where she was afraid, where she thought she might die, he came to her rescue. And she definitely can't tell him that she simply wants to spend more time around him. That she hopes he'll be by her side until the end. As a result, her words come out awkwardly, and her face grows redder by the second. Everyone can see what's happening. Jin-ho can see it. He immediately understands what's happening. Even Cha Hae-In is practically giving away hints. But Sung Jinwoo remains completely clueless. The man capable of reading battlefields in an instant, the hunter who can predict enemy movements before they happen, cannot recognize a confession standing directly in front of him. However, Jin-woo says to Hunter Cha that if she truly wants to do his guild, there's actually an entrance test, and she'll have to pass this test. Only then can she be accepted. Jin-woo quickly asks Jin-ho to go down and buy some drinks and snacks for their guest, then turns back to Hunter Cha. "You will have to defeat one of my shadow soldiers. However, for you, Hunter Cha, I will pick the strongest." This catches Hunter Cha by surprise, but she doesn't hesitate for even a second. She accepts immediately. Her confidence makes it obvious that she's ready for anything. Hunter Cha has made up her mind. She's looking forward to this entrance test. As she asks him about the date where they can begin this test, Jin-woo immediately tells her that they are doing this test now, without wasting any time. But the location is at the Association Gymnasium. When Hunter Cha gets ready to leave, Jin-woo suddenly stops her. "You don't have to leave that way. There's an easier way to get there. We'll have to stick together, though. Is that okay if I touch you?" He wraps his arm around her shoulder. Exchange. In an instant, a dark shadow engulfs them both before teleporting them to their new location. Moments after they disappear, Jin-Ho walks in carrying a plate of food, expecting to find Jin-Woo and Hunter Cha. Instead, he's greeted by a lone shadow soldier standing silently in the room. Before he can even process what's happening, the soldier politely accepts the food, then immediately crunches through the plate like it's a potato chip. Jin-Ho watches in complete disbelief, questioning every life choice that led to this moment. The next scene shifts to the Hunter Association's training gym, a massive indoor arena built for hunters to spar without causing damage to the outside world. A swirling mass of shadows erupts inside the building, and from its depths, Jin-Woo and Hunter Cha emerge. Hunter Cha can hardly believe her eyes. How is this possible? However, she remembers that she doesn't have the weapon she normally uses in battle for the test they are here for. Jin-Woo teases her if she meant that pickaxe he once saw her carrying inside the dungeon. Then he quickly laughs it off. Fortunately, they have access to the weapons inside the gymnasium. Hunter Cha goes in to choose her weapon and emerges moments later, battle ready for the test. Before the test begins, Jin-Woo summons one of the best swordsmen among his shadow soldiers. Dark energy spreads across the floor. Slowly, a towering armored knight rises from the darkness, with glowing eyes and overwhelming aura. Igris. He silently stands beside his king. Standing calmly in the middle of the arena, Jin-Woo finally explains the rules. The rules are simple. Either she fights until he's destroyed, or until Hunter Cha surrenders. If she can defeat the soldier, you'll seriously consider letting her join the guild. It sounds simple enough. In his mind, he's like, I know I told her that I'd use my strongest soldier, but fighting Beru would be traumatic for her. As Hunter Cha gets ready to fight, Jin-Woo suddenly remembers something, a weapon that his loyal knight should use. He quickly summons the weapon and gives it to Igris. Use this. As the test begins, the atmosphere is incredibly tense. As the Shadow Knight Igris slowly marches toward his opponent, the entire room instantly becomes heavier. With a single swing, Igris unleashes a devastating arc of lightning that tears across the ground, charging toward Hunter Cha. She swiftly dodges the attack before launching herself straight to him. Both warriors explode into action, closing the distance in an instant. Their swords collide with a thunderous clash that sends shockwaves through the arena. The air grows noticeably heavier. It's as if an invisible pressure is spreading throughout the entire Hunter Association building. Far away in his office, Chairman Go Gunhee suddenly pauses. He slowly lifts his head, his expression turning serious. This isn't an ordinary aura. It's powerful enough for even him to sense from a completely different part of the building. That alone is enough to raise alarm. He checks through the window only to see the light turned on. He immediately knew that someone was inside. Without wasting another second, Chairman Go Gunhee immediately calls for one of the association employees. In a calm but urgent voice, he orders security to give him immediate access to the surveillance cameras monitoring the training arena. Within moments, the camera feed appears on the screen in front of him. As the image comes into focus, he finally sees the source of that overwhelming presence. On the monitor, Sung Jinwoo and Hunter Cha have emerged from the shadows, standing calmly in the center of the arena. Gunhee immediately understands what's going on just by only watching through a camera. Well, well, looks like the lovebirds have finally arrived. He requested the security in to turn off all the cameras in the gymnasium as he longs for the days of his youth. The scene cuts back to Jin-Woo, who looks shocked of what just happened. His Shadow Knight Igris has just been defeated. Hunter Cha is standing there, still full of energy. She can tell immediately. This isn't Jin-Woo's strongest shadow. If she's going to prove herself, she wants to face the very best. She tells Jin-woo to summon him, the Ant King. Jin-woo hesitates and warns her that she might get hurt because he understands exactly who she's asking for. The strongest soldier in his entire shadow army. The monster born from the Jeju Island raid. Beru. Even Jin-woo isn't sure if summoning Beru is a good idea. The difference in strength is enormous. But Hunter Cha insists. Then Jin-woo finally calls out to him. Beru. But Hunter Cha refuses to back down. Her eyes never leave Jin-woo. She isn't trying to impress him. She simply wants an honest challenge. If she's going to stand beside him as a guild member, she wants to prove she belongs there. No shortcuts. No mercy. After a brief silence, the darkness beneath him begins to spread once more. This time, the shadow energy feels completely different, much darker, much heavier. Something terrifying is about to emerge. Then, a massive black figure slowly rises from the shadows. Sharp claws, towering wings, an overwhelming aura that immediately fills the arena. Beru has arrived. Even after becoming Jin-woo's shadow, his presence remains absolutely overwhelming, setting the stage for the next chapter. If you're enjoying these solo leveling recaps, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next chapter.